Good evening, everyone. Well, what do you think about the band already? Yeah, very nice. You know, the last time we were in this room, we had the University of Cincinnati Marching Band. And, hard to compete, but these guys are really good. Well, good evening and welcome, everyone, to the 23rd Annual Goering Center Family and Private Business Awards. I'm Carol Butler, I'm the president of the Goering Center, and I think I can speak for all of us to say we are thrilled to be back in person. Would that be true for you? Now, I've given them license to do a lot of that. I've got a feeling that tonight's going to be a great night. And we're so glad that you're here to celebrate and join us in this wonderful time together. It's going to be a lot about appreciation, a lot about thank yous, and a lot about celebration. The first thank you I want to do tonight, though, is especially important for us. I want to thank John Goering for having the original reason, idea, and thought and the will to put forward this idea about a family and private business center based on the needs that he saw in his own family and the opportunity in the community. And I just want to do a shout out. Sue Hill is with us tonight. Sue is John's daughter. She's on our board of directors, and she and her family are right there in the center. And we're really appreciative of their continued support. It makes a big difference, so we kind of stay a family business too. Now, we reinvented the event this year. We wanted to do something different, and after you have a few years break like that, it's the perfect time to try something unique. So we flipped the event upside down, as you can see. We started with that opening mocktail and cocktail. We're gonna then do food and drinks afterward, but we're gonna do the awards here in the very first part of the session. And so we're really excited about being able to do that, and we've changed, well, maybe one or two other things as well. But we do have a big night ahead of us, so let's get started and carry on with a few more thank yous. You know, we want to thank our house band tonight, the Chuck Taylors. So already we said awesome, right? Great. Yeah. Obviously, we're appreciative of them providing our music, and we want to really thank them for being part of the celebration. They are brought to you tonight by Cincinnati Commercial Contracting, and if you notice Greg's shirt, it might look like an official piece of merchandise. Merch. He got some merch. So we're really thrilled about that support. You know, we asked each honoree to select their own walk-up song, and that provided some laughter, some fun, a little bit of outrageousness, maybe a few over-the-top thoughts. The one thing we're appreciative of is nobody chose Baby Shark. Now, we know the last couple of years have been pretty tough in many ways. Even if you're a business that flourished during these challenging times, even that was difficult because labor shortages, supply chain shortages, all the other things that came that were some headwinds for us. But we recognize it was particularly challenging for family businesses and private businesses. So it's really gratifying to be able to celebrate tonight and enjoy and really tell stories, share successes, and celebrate some times that really worked out very well for people. So as we begin, I want to thank some of our many partners that have made tonight possible. We have 3 premier sponsors with us tonight: Clark Schaefer Hackett Business Advisors, Fifth Third Bank, and USI Insurance Services. Let's take a moment and hear from Clark Schaefer Hackett.
I'm Brittany Lawrence, shareholder at Clark Schaefer Hackett. I want to thank the Goering Center for inviting me to speak on behalf of CSH. Our firm connects deeply with the Goering Center's mission of providing resources to family and private businesses in order to enable these companies in our region to thrive, drive the local economy, and support the livelihoods of hundreds of employees. CSH's own mission is to better the lives of our clients, our people, and our communities. The Goering Center helps people achieve the everlasting American dream, building and growing a business. CSH is also driven to help our clients turn their dreams into a reality. Our firm has entrepreneurial roots going back to 1938, so we understand what it takes to build a business that lasts. We believe our highest purpose as business advisors is to help our clients achieve their growth goals. By helping our clients improve their business operations, we help them be more profitable and more sustainable. Private and family businesses love working with us because we are more than a typical CPA firm. We are forward-thinking innovators who proactively identify business challenges and bring the solutions. In addition to our unparalleled expertise in tax and audit, we also help clients optimize their business results in financial, technology, workforce, and operational areas. Like the Goering Center, we are passionate about helping our clients succeed. We are grateful to partner with an organization that is dedicated to helping private and family businesses thrive. Congratulations to the award nominees and honorees, and thank you to the Goering Center for over 30 years of service in Greater Cincinnati.
Thank you to Clark Schaefer Hackett, if you would please. Well, I hope you enjoyed the cocktail mocktail opening. That was sponsored by First Financial Bank, and the ones with that were the cocktail was a New Riff Bourbon Daisy, and the mocktail was that without the New Riff. But I saw a lot of happy people, and I saw a few people going, "Where do I get one of those?" So hopefully you enjoyed it very much. The food and cocktail reception, which is going to follow the award ceremony, is sponsored by Calfee, Halter and Griswold LLP, Forvis, Valuation Research Corporation, along with New Riff Distilling, Beer House Distributing, and Cavalier Distributing. We also want to thank our floral sponsor, who did a phenomenal job with what's up here and on your tables as well, Wood, Heron, and Evans, and Alinity for providing the lanyards. Lastly, I want to thank our creative and media partners, Game Day, Prestige AV and Creative Services, Spot On Productions, and Cincinnati Business Courier. Let's give all of our partners a nice round of applause. It does take a village. I have to tell you, looking out at this audience tonight, I am so pleased. You know, we start these journeys and we have no idea how it's going to play out, so we're truly delighted that you're here. You know, in your program on the table, there's a nice, just a little bit of a program for the session tonight. Want to note that there are also 20 companies that were honorable mentions, and they're listed in the program. On the table also is a copy of the Business Courier supplement that just came out, so if you're interested in reading more about any of the award winners here tonight, there's some more stories in there. And also wanted to note that on that same brochure, we have all of our corporate partners who also are really important in helping us achieve the mission to nurture and educate family and private business here at the Goering Center. So many important partners for us. Now, it's time to present the Family and Private Business Awards. Now, these awards this year were based on the power of company culture. Each of our award winners demonstrated how their companies worked within to serve customers, strengthen the company dynamic, and respect their employees. We're proud to honor these 10 companies who serve their communities in a dynamic and responsible manner. We want to thank our judges because it was particularly difficult this year, and I don't relish the challenge of trying to pick 10 out of all the companies that did apply for these awards. Let me just recognize Mike Miller from LCNB, National Bank, Barbara Fant from Clinical Research Incorporated, Rex Wetherill of IoT Diagnostics, and Chris Ramos from PNC Bank. If you would, please. All right, so the show flow for tonight, we're going to tell a brief story about each one of the honorees. Then we're going to invite them up. We'll announce the honoree company, ask them to come up on stage to receive the award. You can come in one, you can come in twos, you can come in multiples. There's some of you who came in really large groups tonight. And then while you're up here getting your photo taken, we're going to have a video to play behind the scenes, and you'll learn a little bit more about the company there. So here's our first take at it. Our first award winner has been in business since 1946. They started, oftentimes as they do, a father and son team. Their culture is one of understanding, often rehiring former employees, and also conducting second chance hiring initiative, which allows ex-convicts a fresh start in the workforce. To show appreciation to their employees, they have monthly catered lunches, community events, regular apparel giveaways, competitive benefits, and monthly production bonuses. They're also very active in the community, and they conduct tours at their facility for area schools so students can come in and learn about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and how it works in the manufacturing industry. Please congratulate our first honoree, Batesville Products Incorporated.
Culture is important to Batesville Products because it's been around for 75 years, and in those 75 years it's been owned by our family, so it's always been very focused on making it family-centric, through all three generations.
We really try and incorporate all of that family culture in everything we do on a daily basis. So, you come into Batesville Products and everybody really feels like they're part of that family. And, everything we do from 2 lunches a month, we do a lot of get-togethers with everybody's family outside of the company as well, a lot of stuff in the community, and really trying to spread that family culture throughout our region as well.
If anything with an employee happens, it's always family first.
So really incorporating the family culture and making sure that, it's really a second branch or second arm of that person's family when they come to work, knowing that they come, into that atmosphere and have a great family respect around them. They have a lot of other employees that have that same feel mentality when they come to work. So it becomes more of, hanging out with your friends and family rather than, going to a workspace.
This award is really important to Batesville Products because it really does kind of show all the effort we have been putting towards making family important and making sure our employees understand how important they are to us. Obviously, customers is a big portion, but you can't have customers unless you have employees, and we want to make sure they're just as happy with working at Batesville Products as we are.
Another round of applause, if you would, please, for Batesville. Our next honoree started business in 1924, just shy of 100 years ago. They've been serving the community with final arrangements for families who have lost loved ones. During the pandemic, sadly, demand increased. And to answer the need, the company doubled production and services. And with many family members helping out, including generations of families, they worked together. The leadership team is authentic, working alongside their employees, rewarding them financially and recognizing their efforts. The company also gives back to the community by making donations to local schools, events, charities, and fundraisers. Our next honoree is Baxter Burial Vault Service.
I would define our company culture as being able to pivot when you're dealing with someone who's lost a loved one. You have to be able to accomplish what they need and service them at their time of need.
We need to have a quick response with a caring touch.
We're not just a family of 3, my brothers and myself. We're actually a family of our entire business. Our culture is to get it done correctly, and show sympathy and be respectful.
Most of our employees have to deal with an environment that requires a lot of movement and activity and a bit of a stress with timing. But then once the families that we are servicing arrive, we have to be calm and delicate and sincere.
Our employees, they're the ones who actually come in contact with the families of the loved ones who've been lost, and they're being able to interact with them is very important.
In our industry, we're a behind-the-scenes company. So for us to get any accolades is a bit unique.
Never expected to win an award or have this prestige from it, and it's just an honor to be nominated.
I have 2 giant pictures in my office. One is of my grandfather, and one is of my father. And my grandfather, Donald Baxter, I'm always like, I want to make him proud. And my dad, Doug Baxter, I'm always like, don't screw this up. So this award is kind of a combination of both, knowing that, you know, we hopefully are doing something right.
It's pretty exciting that we get a little spotlight.
It's just such a great honor to be included with such an astounding group of people.
If you would, another round of applause for Baxter Burial Services. And for those of you keeping track, that was Spirit in the Sky. The pandemic brought a number of challenges to our community, not the least of which was housing. Our next award winner dealt with that issue head on, helping to ease the stress of making monthly rent payments by, they waived the late and month-to-month fees. They suspended rent increases. They also absorbed credit card fees, and most importantly, they did not process evictions. To thank their employees along with payroll and incentive increases, this company provided many COVID-related bonus programs and mental health days throughout the last 2 years. It has been a stressful time. The company's commitment to strengthen the community is not only evident in their resident spaces, but throughout the city, where they support more than 25 organizations as they, through financial and through volunteer efforts. Please congratulate our next honoree, BRG Realty Group.
We manage and own apartment communities across the Midwest, covering Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. We're fortunate to have 200 plus employees at BRG that do a great job of maintaining our communities and caring for our residents.
We really look at the team members holistically. It's really a career, not a job, is what we're focusing on. So we really look at them both from, making sure they have the proper economic income for their family, but we also look at how they're investing their money, how they're using their money for banks, and making sure they're spending their money properly. We really try to help them throughout their life, just not during the time they're with us.
Property management is a tough business. We have people that are on the front lines that are caring for our communities and our residents. This award means the world to us. We're fortunate to have a great team that works hard, and it's moments like these where we can celebrate.
Funny, we've been trying for this award for a long time, so I really think the Goering Center kind of is about family and sharing and information, and we feel like we're a part of that. In our industry, we share with our other companies around, and we try to make housing better for people in general, and I think this award really is kind of the culmination for us that we've been trying to work for years.
Give it up again for BRG Realty Group. This is like the best job in the world, to be able to give these kinds of opportunities for recognition for companies doing great work. Our next company, over the course of its 170 years, and I did say 170 years, history of contract packaging and parts fulfillment, this next company prioritizes its people and its cultural values of do it right, do it safe, and do it well. The company says its competitive advantage is talented employees, including refugees from Afghanistan and Somalia. The focus is on selecting, training, assessing, and recognizing its people, providing them with whole person well-being, and acting on their feedback, all of which help maintain strong employee retention. This company also invests more than $1 million annually to care physically and financially for people impacted by COVID and to ensure that people have development opportunities to grow their careers. Please welcome our next honoree, Crescent.
We provide two different services for our customers. One is contract packaging. So we're assembling kind of point of purchase displays or end aisle displays for major retailers. And then we have another line of business we call parts fulfillment, which is a parts business that does work for a prominent aviation customer.
A culture is something you never can really point to saying you've arrived. We decided that the best way to describe our culture was to say that we do it right, we do it safe, and we do it well.
People have an intrinsic value and worth, and our goal at Crescent is to help people be the best version of themselves. We want people to show up as their authentic selves. We believe that by providing an environment that's safe for them to express, who they are as people, us to listen and then line them up with the right set of responsibilities or the right opportunities for them to grow and really be the best version of themselves. That's going to be, the key to an organization's growth and success.
Remember that the culture of your business is a reflection of who you are when you are your best self.
Getting the award provides recognition for their efforts, but I think more than that, it just raises the bar of accountability that we as leaders in the organization, we have to succeed in order for Crescent to continue to grow.
Another round of applause for Crescent, please. All right, we're going to switch it up just a little bit. Our next award is all about rising leaders, and it's named the Larry Grip Rising Leader Award, which is named after President Emeritus Larry Grip. It's an acknowledgement of his tremendous leadership of the Goering Center. He was the leader here for almost 10 years, and he was a game changer for the center. I am fortunate to stand on the shoulders of such a great leader, and it helps that he's really tall, so that's good. It's good for me. Goering Center members are invited each year to nominate a rising leader from their company that best demonstrates success in advancing one of the Goering Center's 10 best business practices. We receive, I have to tell you, a wonderful list of outstanding nominees, of which we choose 9 finalists each year, and then we have a voting process that results in the Rising Leader of the Year. It's a fantastic group of rising leaders, as you can see on the screen. We have Aaron Dickman of Steinhauser Printing, Jake Giroud of Modern Ice Equipment and Supply, Lauren Johnson Lake of Cincinnati Container Company, Sarah Peterson of Duran Manufacturing, Kate Race of Assisting Hands Home Care, Bill Rumpke III, Rumpke Waste and Recycling, Tom Sevilla of Clippard Instrument Laboratory, Nathaniel Sizemore and Company, and Ken Staubitz of Modern Office Methods. If you would, give them all a round of applause. They're great. And most of you know I generally follow that with, this is a no poach zone. You cannot go poaching these people just because we featured them. The 2022 Larry Grip Rising Leader Award goes to Jake Giroud, the Director of Sales Analysis. and marketing of modern ice equipment and supply. Larry, would you please come up and join me on stage as I share Jake's story and help me present this award? You guys are getting pretty good over there, by the way. Yeah. At Modern Ice Equipment and Supply, Jake Giroud champions dynamic business strategy every day in many ways. In the last 2 years, he has taken on additional responsibilities in multiple departments. After a 2019 acquisition, Jake led the effort to fully integrate this business, working with the owner to transfer ownership and developing operating procedures and a growth plan to triple the business within 5 years. Never be shy. In 2020, Jake took on marketing leadership along with his operations role. He quickly developed a strategy, clear metrics, and enhanced team results. In 2021, and yeah, he continues to grow, Jake continued building teams and capabilities in both departments, which in turn enhanced the organization as a whole. Due to his leadership, the acquired company's revenue is already projected to double. Even in the midst of significant supply chain challenges, the operations team is delivering a remarkable experience for their clients. Gary Giroud, oddly related to Jake, is the CEO of Modern Ice Equipment and Supply, and he shared the following. Jake quickly identifies what's working and what needs to be improved, and collaborates with a diverse group of individuals to develop a common goal and implement with excellence. He doesn't just do the work, he builds capability so the organization is successful now and in the future. Jake, come on up. Thank you, Larry. It's nice when the award has your name on it. You know, you get called to do these special events. We're delighted he's able to join us this evening. Well, congratulations to our Rising Leader honoree, and a special nod to everybody who was nominated. It really says a lot about your companies. It says a lot about that you've been nominated for this award, and it shows that you are truly a rising leader in our community, and we are blessed by so much talent in this region. It's really a wonderful opportunity to be able to highlight that. Well, speaking of talent in our region, let's hear from our friends at Fifth Third Bank.
322, hut, hike. First down.
Good day, baby.
Good day,
It's
man.
the Super Bowl, isn't it? But what's up with these nosebleeds?
Well, at least we're here, man. This is just incredible. Watching our hometown Bengals in the Super Bowl, there's so many fans here. I think I recognize the entire Cincinnati business community.
Yeah, this is just amazing for Cincinnati and our region. Look, Joel, it's Carol Butler from the Goering Center. Over here, David Dye.
It's awesome.
That's what I love about football. It brings our community together.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like Fifth Third and the Goering Center. We truly are better together. That is why we have been a lead sponsor for more than 20 years. Together, we have a real and positive impact on the economic vibrancy around Cincinnati.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I love about how many successful advisory boards the Goering Center has really been put together. What do you think about Joe Burrow joining an advisory board? You think that'd be a good idea?
You know what, Dan, that's a heck of an idea, man. We maybe reach out to Joe Burrow's people tomorrow. Did you hear about the sold-out event the Goering Center had the other day with the Blackburn sisters? Paycor Stadium is going to be rocking even louder and better next season.
Yeah, I think it was the largest event the Goering Center's had since the pandemic began. You know, that's what I love about how important the Goering Center plays in our business community.
Yeah, this season is going to be a Fifth Third better. Fans are back in the stadium, rocking out the jungle. We couldn't be prouder. We are cheering together.
Hooday for the Bengals and the Goering Center Award honorees. The community is better together, and Fifth Third is better together with the Goering Center. And on behalf of Fifth Third Bank, thanks
for a wonderful partnership.
Touchdown!
And hooday for Fifth Third Bank. Well, let's go back to our family and private business awards. Our next company is Many Spirits, One Team. It's the motto of this company. Founded in 1935, the company is now run by the third generation. But it's not that they haven't had their challenges along the way. In 1996, this company lost its original building in Bardstown, Kentucky to fire, and with it, some 2% of the world's supply of bourbon. I know, a tragedy, right? I mean, that's a big deal. The next day, the company found a job for all the employees to start rebuilding start the rebuilding process. They have since recovered and flourished, and this summer they broke ground on a $135 million facility in Bardstown. In 2021, the company made 248 new hires and recently launched the Spirited Commitment, a charge to continually reflect on the progress of their culture as the company looks to be the partner of choice, the supplier of choice, the employer of choice, and the neighbor of choice. Please welcome our next honoree, Heaven Hill Brands.
Culture is at the core of everything we do here at Heaven Hill. We define this culture as our spirited commitment. It's our spirited commitment in terms of how we show up each and every day, in terms of how we approach our work and our behaviors with one another. As we like to say at Heaven Hill, we are many spirits, but one team.
Why is culture so important to our business? Peter Drucker famously said that culture eats strategy for breakfast. Our culture is important to our business because it has been the foundation behind the organization's consistent year-over-year growth. The spirited commitment allows Heaven Hill to be driven by our corporate values, creating a more consistent employee experience.
For the last 87 years, family leadership has been a hallmark of how Heaven Hill has operated. This award is a huge acknowledgement of this, but even more, it celebrates each of our 1,200 team members who through their efforts really earned this recognition. As my dad and former leader of Heaven Hill always said, it takes good people to get things done. Our incredible team of employees and partners helped build the legacy and set the foundation for our successes together. And all of us can't thank you enough for your recognition of our company.
Our next company operates on 3 core principles: hard work, exemplary service, and upholding the highest levels of integrity. As an established leader in logistics, the company has invested in and embraced technology, which is a key differentiator. The company has also invested in its employees, holding in-person winter and summer events and offering LinkedIn learning in courses and topics ranging from creative to technology, business, and so much more. In the community, this company supports and sponsors numerous organizations and events, including Make-A-Wish, Hawksworth Blood Center, and UC Bearcat Food Pantry. Please welcome and celebrate our next honoree, Kingsgate Logistics.
Second generation business founded in 1986 by our parents in my old bedroom of our house. Seen us grown from mom and dad and me in my bedroom to
a company that's thriving with 3 offices and huge staff that we're really proud of the growth we've had. We talk in terms of the Kingsgate family, so we view the employees. We've got 2 of our first 3 non-family members are still with the company today. The things that matter to, your team that you're building every day, that what's important to you is important to them as well. And I think if you're transparent with them and you share what you know about your business and where the business is headed and why and how we're going to get there, that tends to make people happy and they want to stay. It's the team that builds the relationship with the customer day to day. And so I think it's important that we make sure that our team understands from an ownership perspective how we're looking for the customer to be treated, how we're looking for our vendors to be treated, because the success of those relationships are the building blocks for us to grow the company, right? It's the foundation for everything that we do. And so we just really invest in the team, whether it's development, whether it's just building the culture, doing team events, really lean hard into that so that the message that we want to come from us naturally comes from the team because we're so engaged in building that culture.
Congrats to Kingsgate. Our next company believes that great architecture is a catalyst for positive change and revitalization in communities. Its company culture has valued work-life balance since its founding. The company retained all of its employees during this period of rapid change and uncertainty, and they have added people as well. Employees enjoy strong bonds among their team members fostered by regular local outings, participation in community events, employee retreats, and, well, so much more. Employees enjoy a congenial work environment, long-term client relationships, and the opportunity for employees to work to benefit communities that they live in, that they work in, and that they play in. The reward is stability and growth. Please congratulate our next honoree, New Republic Architecture.
We are focused solely on private development projects, so private real estate development, mostly in the housing space, so that can be multifamily, mixed use, developer-led single-family, affordable housing, or historic rehabilitation. Some bars, restaurants, breweries, when the occasion warrants it. Our company culture is non-negotiable. We really embrace a teaching studio aspect to what we do. It's not necessarily about the principles of the company or me as CEO, but it's really about making sure that we listen to the employees. They feel like they're heard. They feel like they have a stake in the game. Employees are really the knowledge base that we have, and so we continually are investing in our culture so that we have minimal turnover. And to this day, we have never had anyone leave in almost 9 years of business. It's really about embracing the power of employees and really about disconnecting ego from what we do. So we are about giving our younger staff sort of the guidelines and guardrails to stay within, and we kind of help shepherd them and let them lead. It's just incredible to be in the company of others that have won this award, and the Goering Center sort of has been helping us along the way. So we're really excited to just win any award that kind of puts us on the map as a kind of a new startup company. It's exciting to be recognized in a city of so much great talent.
Very few of us miss "We Will Rock You." All right, we're going to switch gears up just a little bit again. We are proud and honored at the Goering Center because we're supported by more than 200 professionals who volunteer their unique expertise, their leadership, and their perspective on the business community through our educational programs, serving on our boards, serving on our committees. This year, we have the distinct honor to recognize one of the founding fathers of the Goering Center. To do this, we've created a new award called the John Goering Impact Award. And it's because Dr. Sid Barton's contributions are so unique, it needed its own award. To help me present this prestigious award, please join me in welcoming Dr. Mary Ann Lewis, our Dean at the Lindner College of Business, to the stage.
Just for the record, I didn't choose that song. My ego's not quite that big, but it made me, I know, Carol, I love it. It makes me smile. What a wonderful event. Isn't it fun to be together? Carol, I want to say a special thank you for this opportunity because I'm introducing, and I'm going to try not to get teary on this, a remarkable leader, collaborator, and mentor. Because Sid Barton is the ideal recipient of the John Goering Impact Award. You know, impact is a powerful term. It signals the ability to see potential and translate it into meaningful and lasting value. And Sid, your impact has been truly transformational for your students, your colleagues, this city, and most certainly for our family and private business community. Now, you might wonder why it makes me a little teary, but Sid actually hired me many years ago as a green, and I mean really green, fresh out of a PhD program assistant professor. So I've been blessed to learn from his remarkable example, and as I know so many of us here have been tonight. You know, in particular, I reflect on his exemplary partnership with John. Together, they sharpened and elevated the vision for the Goering Center, and we should all aspire to build such impactful partnerships. I know I do. It's a beautiful blend they created, strong shared values and mutual respect, while leveraging each other's strengths, commitments, and connections. Sid's impact is evident across our community, and it's visible tonight here. You know, his passion for strategy, management, family, and private business has been the core to his teaching for 40 years, developing the future business leaders. So I want to know who here today has ever been taught by Sid, whether it's at UC and at Lindner or at Goering. Can you stand up, please, and stay standing? Can we see you? Okay, stay there. His care for his colleagues is remarkable, for their growth and development. He's helped so many of us over the year. Who here has had the pleasure of working with and learning from Sid as a UC colleague? I know we've got faculty and staff here. Will you stand? Please. And last, but absolutely not least, his commitment to family and private business, and particularly their leaders, has made such a difference in our community. All right, so who here has benefited from the guidance of the Goering Center through programming, board leadership, service, and beyond? Please, will you stand? I know there's so many of you. Sid, I hope you see what I do, which is a room full of gratitude. Your passion turned vision into reality and then into legacy. Please join me in congratulating Sid Barton, recipient of the John Goering Impact Award.
First of all, since Dad's not here to say this in person, please allow me to be the spokesman for him, for my family, and for the entire Goering Center community to say thank you, Sid, for all you've done and all your longevity and tenacity in building this dream.
John endowed the Goering Center with a vision of helping family and private businesses in the region. But John was not the researcher, was not the faculty member to help create, refine that vision, and to take it forward. That was Sid Barton's role, a critical role for the Goering Center.
Well, if I think of Sid's legacy to the college, one is the idea of the Goering Center. Somebody from the outside. John could come to talk to the dean all he wanted. Unless there's somebody inside that's going to be the champion, it wasn't going to happen. And so, you know, I give a lot of credit to Sid to take the ball and push it through, work it until it's a reality.
The first person that greeted me at the Goering Center was Sid Barton. He was the first one to really embrace myself. I was the first Goering Center Next Generation Institute that allowed parents to attend. And so I remember my dad sitting in the back, was unable to speak, because that's the way it was at the time. And Sid really embraced my father and I, and was that first real connection to say this could be influential.
I've never had the luxury of having you in class or even seeing you in the classroom, but I assume that the hundreds, even thousands of students you've had over the years have gained valuable insights into the world of business, and because of you, we're able to go out into the community better prepared with an arsenal of both practical and ethical knowledge. This has impacted thousands of lives, maybe more. Never underestimate that influence.
The contributions that Sid has made over, almost 40 years have been extraordinary. He has really done a great job keeping the focus around family business, closely held business, and helping us really stay committed to the community that we built the foundation of the Goering Center on. He has been part of the board of directors that has helped provide that direction over many years. A lot of counsel, a lot of consulting, and a lot of joy to continue to carry this mission forward.
As the Goering Center has grown over the last 33 years, there's one continual constant through that entire time, and that's been Sid. His passion for this mission and to keep us focused on what its roots were and John's and Gloria's vision back at the very beginning to today has made the Goering Center a powerful force that makes Cincinnati better each and every day.
So once again, Sid, thank you for all you've done for the Goering Center, for the university, and for our region. And great wishes for the next chapter of your life.
So again, thank you, Sid. I'm sure you will embrace your next phase, your retirement phase. And all I can say is this, we will miss you, and you'd better stay in touch.
Congratulations, Sid, on your retirement. Couldn't be happier for you. Really excited about what you're going to bring to the community into the future. And so thank you for all that you've done.
Congratulations, Sid. You certainly deserve it.
Sid, I just want to say congratulations as you enter into the next chapter of your life. Stay close, stay connected. We look forward to seeing you, and it's wonderful to be able to celebrate you here tonight. Congratulations. And one more time, congratulations, Sid, and wish you all the best, and Judith, as you take that next chapter, that next act, that next part of your lives, whatever it may be. I suspect there's still a lot of black and red in your world. Yeah, I saw that nod, so don't be a stranger. All right, we're going to switch back to a couple more of our Family Business Awards, and this one I particularly like the statement that's coming up. The mantra of our next company is, and I quote, "Give our employees a clear mission, provide the best tools for the job, and get the hell out of the way." Founded in 2014, this company has 53 full-time employees producing about 11,500 whiskey barrels a year and was a spark for bringing bourbon tourism to greater Cincinnati. You might have had a little bit of this in your drinks earlier tonight. This is a company that puts employees first, offering regular communications, a benefit plan that includes 100% healthcare coverage, unlimited time off, and sick pay, and a profit-sharing pension plan to care for them into their retirement. The company's culture of greatness starts with hiring the best people who get the culture and who want to be part of it, and continues with bringing out the best in those same people. Our next honoree is New Riff Distilling.
New Riff Distilling is a distillery in northern Kentucky, and we make whiskey, American whiskey, primarily bourbon and rye. Our culture is the essence of who we are. It all relates to our mission statement, which we've carefully worked through. We want to become, we intend to become one of the great small distilleries of the world. But along the way, we want to take care of all four of our stakeholders, and that's our shareholders, and they're first, but close behind and second are the employees, and then the community and the environment. When you have a very, very strategic and intelligent and thought-through culture that cares about the community and the employees, you know, almost as much as the shareholders, then you can make great whiskey, you can do great things. But in our case, we have almost no turnover. The Great Resignation is something I've read about, and we have a very large applicant pool every time we have an opening. To make great whiskey, you've got to have great people, and that takes an investment. So culture is the distillation, sorry for the pun, about everything that we really are. It's not the talk, it's the walk. It's what is really happening in your company, in my opinion, not really what's happening in your glossy brochures. The Goering Center is a terribly important opinion creator and an opinion reflector in our community, an influencer, if you would. And to get one of their important honors is just a staggering thing for me personally, but also for our culture and for our entire workforce. It is a great source of pride.
Nice round of applause. Since 1977, our next honoree has specialized in customized risk management and insurance for businesses and for individuals. The company set out to create a culture that allows teams members to thrive. They created an internal program that invests in tools, training, and resources to develop employees. They also offer HR policies, benefits, and programs that provide life-work balance, including paid time off for volunteer work during business hours and quarterly events that benefit the company and the community. During the pandemic, the company conducted monthly check-ins and surveys to hear employees' voices and implement changes based on their feedback. They call them stay interviews, which I think is very powerful. Our next honoree, and this is their second award today, they've also been named one of the best places to work in Cincinnati, Risk Source Clark Theaters.
Risk Source helps businesses and families with risk management strategy and property and casualty insurance solutions. Our company culture at RiskSource really centers around caring. So we prioritize people, and whether it's our teammates, our partners, our clients, and just other people in the community, if we can put people first and let them know that we care about them, then that helps build the foundation for all of the things that we do. I think that we hire really smart and talented people, but we hire people who also have that same caring attitude because they want to be helpful. They want to solve problems. They want to understand what you need so that we can provide a solution. When somebody falls down, we want to be there to help each other get up. So I think that that is instilled in our culture. RiskSource loves the Goering Center, first of all. We have been recipients of incredible education and guidance over the years. We're involved in all the programs. If they offer one, we've signed up. Next Generation, Leadership Development, the Boards Institute, roundtables, you name it, we're there. So this is a real privilege and honor for us to be recognized. We think that the group that belongs to the Goering Center, they're all business leaders who are seeking to get better and collaborating with others for ideas and finding ways to solve problems and business issues. And so it's very special. So to receive this award is really cool.
And now for our final award in the Family and Private Business Awards category. While the Great Resignation impacted many companies negatively, it was a boon for our next award honoree, a full-service staffing and recruiting firm that was founded in 1994. The fallout from COVID-19 was for them explosive growth, right? Who knew? And the company doubled in size in the last 20 months as it worked to help individual business clients and find and fill positions. The pandemic also brought internal changes for the company, providing training, processes, and an environment that allows employees to thrive, including a hybrid work structure, which I understand they don't even really use because they come to the office because they want to be part of the team. But also paid time off for volunteer work and a progressive wellness program. The result is that team chemistry and connection are at an all-time high, and that is proving beneficial, not just to the employees, but to the clients, the customers, and to the vendors. Our final award honoree tonight is Track Group.
Been around 29 years, it'll be 30 years next year. We are a staffing and recruiting firm, and we focus in professional positions such as accounting, finance, marketing, customer service, and recently launched a healthcare division as well. The first few years, I was trying to be the smartest person in the room, which is probably not the best situation for us. I was trying to think, how am I going to do this? How can I create a strategic plan? How can I implement processes? And create the new processes and the roadmap. Through Goering Center, I realized, hey, there's smarter people in the room that can help you along the way if you make yourself vulnerable. Our company's culture is definitely energetic. A lot of passion goes in when being a recruiting and staffing firm. We're in the sales space a lot because we're either selling to our candidates of trying to attract them to our clients' roles, or we're trying to attract clients that, hey, let's partner together. As we get feedback from new employees, everyone celebrates for each other harder than they celebrate for themselves. And if you can help employees develop professionally and personally, good things will happen, and the Great Resignation will not hit you like it's hit some other firms. It's a very fast pace, and when you have everyone on the same boat rowing together, it becomes a wild ride that we can all, be very proud of. I want everyone to, when they come in the office, they're smiling, they're in a good mood because they want to be there. And that's why I think we have the award, is because when that happens, the culture is now part of that. That is embedded in our culture. You know, with Goering's help, we established, you know, the roadmap, the blueprint, so to speak, and it works.
Let's have one more round of applause for all of our honorees up to this point. Yep. All right, before we get to our Family Business of the Year, let's hear a message from USI Insurance Services.
USI congratulates the Goering Center's Private and Family Business Award honorees. We are excited to be part of this great event this year. USI is one of the largest insurance brokerage and consulting firms in the world, delivering property and casualty, employee benefits, personal risk, and retirement solutions to large risk management clients, middle market companies, smaller firms, and individuals. USI has become a premier insurance brokerage and consulting firm by leveraging the USI One Advantage, an interactive platform that integrates proprietary and innovative client solutions, network local resources and expertise, and enterprise-wide collaboration to deliver customized results with positive bottom-line impact. USI attracts best-in-class industry talent with a long history of deep and continuing investment in our local communities. Our team has been protecting local businesses, employees, and families for over 150 years through our acquired agencies. And today, with over 8,000 industry-leading professionals across approximately 200 offices, we have the resources and the reach to tackle even the most complex insurance needs. USI, proud to be a longtime sponsor of the Goering Center.
And now the grand finale, our Greater Cincinnati Family Business Hall of Fame induction. We haven't done this award since 2019, and we did so intentionally because we just wanted to wait until we could be together. We thought it was that important, and so we're really excited to be able to do this here tonight. This award recognizes family businesses that have made long-term community impact through their employment growth, through philanthropy, community engagement, and enhancement of our community image. Our friends here at Jancoa Janitorial Services, well, you know, they were founded in 1972 by Tony Miller Sr. He was a 19-year-old student at the University of Cincinnati. He started the business cleaning local taverns after one of his professors, a wise UC professor, who commented on the growing services sector, including janitorial services. In 1993, Mary Miller joined her husband, Tony, to form a dynamic partnership of operations, sales, and leadership. Mary and Tony developed unique programs to not only attract great team members, but also to help them think about their futures differently. When joining the company, each employee is asked a simple question: what is your dream? Jancoa works hard to become an encouraging partner in helping their employees make their dreams a reality. Jancoa is committed to meeting people where they are and improving their quality of life both inside and outside of the workplace. Jancoa's second generation, or G2s as we affectionately know them, is made up of 3 family members who feel their most important role is executing the vision set out by Mary and Tony. The G2s are Christy Bard, who is a daughter, Clint Bard, son-in-law, and Ron Miller, brother. Their most notable achievement has been assembling and growing the Jancoa management team over these most challenging last few years. That management team truly represents the values of that the family wants Jancoa to exemplify and is comprised of over 50 managers. Over 80% are minority and or female team members who truly represent the workforce of Jancoa. They act as encouragers to show that this woman-owned business believes in true diversity and offers real opportunities to grow personally and financially and to build a career. Today, Jancoa is an award-winning, family-owned and operated business that cleans over 20 million square feet of Class A offices, medical buildings, and commercial buildings here in the greater Cincinnati area. This also happens to be their 50th year in business, as well as the year of transition. And when I approached Mary Miller and said, hey, what do you think about receiving this award? She was like, this is the right time. And it's right for so many more reasons even than that. Mary, if you would please join me on stage to accept the award, bring as many people as you like, and we'll get our photo first, and then show a video, and we'll let you say a few comments.
I was 19. I was going to UC. My father went in for a triple bypass. He didn't make it. I was learning about services at UC, and we started cleaning bars. We'd start at 2:30 in the morning until 7 o'clock in the morning. And we cleaned as many as we could because we wanted to eat.
I think our core values get back to all of our Christian upbringing, where we love our neighbor as ourselves, try to treat everybody as we would want to be treated. One of the things Tony taught us since we all started was to never ask anyone to do something that we wouldn't want to do. We ask our employees to do a lot of humble tasks. Anyone here would clean a toilet or take out the trash or clean up a mess. And so I think our employees and team members know that we're in it with them.
I'd like to believe that Jancoa has contributed to the community in ways to enhance people's lives. Not just what we do for our team members and their families, but for our clients and their team members. And I've had people come up to me, thank me for what we do and how we focus differently than just the task. We all have an opportunity to make an impact on people's lives, and Jancoa has really been blessed to be able to take that opportunity and to be involved with United Way of Greater Cincinnati, with the YWCA, with the Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce, with SORTA to improve the transportation in our region. The more this team takes care of business, the more that open it up to be able to allow me and our other team members to get more involved in the community. And that's a big part of our success. The future of Jancoa is still to be seen. A lot of people haven't returned to work. We clean office buildings. But what I know, especially from the past 2 years and over the past 50 years, Jancoa doesn't quit. And with the team that we have here and the team that you can't see in front of the camera are so amazing, we're always going to be willing to pursue great opportunities to help people live the best life possible. Jancoa, stand up. Stand up, all of you, Jancoa. Yeah, you too, Christy. Thank you for this wonderful anniversary party. Wow, to be able to share it with so many great people. The Goering Center is so near and dear to my heart. The years I got to spend on the board was probably more than a PhD program for me in learning about family business and being able to be so focused on what was important and how to help our second generation to be successful and keep all of our team members in the forefront of the priorities. And that, taking care of our people, helped us take care of our customers and allowed us to have time and energy to deal with the community. And it's just been a journey that, as the song said, don't stop believing. And I thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for the Goering Center, for the treasures of so many life's lessons to help us be a great company. And I know with the second generation, we're just starting. Thank you.
I can't tell you everything she said, but she did say thanks for the party. Well, thank you, Mary, and congratulations to your family at Gencoa, your family, and your business family, because I know all those employees are just an extension of who you are, and that's such an important component of being a family business in the world today. Well, let me go ahead and begin to summarize after, what a great celebration and so many terrific stories that we've heard, and I know there are many, many more that are in the room and that are in our community. To our guests this evening, we are so thrilled that you were able to come out tonight. This is a party we threw, and we're delighted that so many of you showed up for the evening. And this is just the beginning. We really are excited that you came to celebrate our honorees and our nominees, and frankly, celebrate each other, because this is a phenomenal community, and we have a nice representation of core members, associate members, corporate partners, those who aren't yet members of the Goering Center, those who have been, but really we're recognizing that you're all supporters of the business community here in Cincinnati, and that's what matters so much. We want to thank our sponsors again, including our premier sponsors, Fifth Third Bank, Clark Schaefer Hackett Business Advisors, and USI Insurance Services. I would personally, and I'd ask them to stand up if they would be willing to do so. I think a lot of them are right over there, trying to exit the room quickly right now. I'd like to personally thank our Goering Center staff who worked incredibly hard on putting this together. When you reinvent something it's hard enough to do it. It's really hard when you reinvent it. And so it would never have come together without all the planning of this team, without your creativity and your professional work. And I am eternally grateful for what you've done for us here tonight. Very special thanks. Yes. We did a little work on love language. Some people like to be recognized privately. Psh, we don't mean that. Very special thanks to Nicole Mankhouse, our marketing director, and to Sarah Diekman, our marketing communications manager, who have done a truly outstanding job leading us through this process. One more round of applause for you two. For all of you award winners, please come up. We'd like to do a group photo before we break and as we wrap up and get you the boxes for your awards and everything. Again, we are so glad that you were here this evening. We want you to enjoy the food and cocktail reception. The doors in the back of the room are going to blow open here momentarily. Enjoy the food, enjoy the cocktails, the wine, the beer, and enjoy our community. We hope to see you at an upcoming Goering Center program. And again next year, right here, September 12th, 2023. It's been wonderful. I got a feeling the rest of the night will be great too. Thank you all.